Here in the north, the Yaller horn is about to sound and send two teams to battle here at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. We're through the bye weeks and into the race for the postseason. Week 15 is underway on EA Sports. From his own end zone, here we go. And this drive will start inside the 25. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Williams starting with a pass here. Finds his target, Allen. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Third and 4 coming up now. Working from the gun, Williams. That throw finds Komet. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They're going to run for it with Chubb. And he's tackled for a short gain. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
First carry here for Aaron Jones. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Here's 2nd and 7. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
You know, quarterbacks aren't always the one dishing out punishment, but when they take it and they deliver a frozen rope, when they deliver a ball right on target just like that, and the respect factor grows 100-fold with your teammates.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. On play action now, McCarthy. And they score! It's a Minnesota touchdown! The Vikings get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. ready to send this one away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's a counter give to Chubb. Takes out a one-stop. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. And that tackle made by Blake Cashman. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Williams from the gun. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. Hits his target. That's DJ Moore. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Throw reeled in by Allen. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Williams to throw on 3rd. His pass caught by Allen. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. Juke the defender. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense right there on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
1st down throw by Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Trying again following the sack. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he loses control of the interception in the end zone. Could have taken away some potential points, but instead, new life, 3rd down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't find DJ Moore on that throw. And that brings up 4th and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That one in the books is a 48-yard punt. And it's going to be Vikings football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. Neither side separating much so far. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They'll be set up 2nd and 7. Counterplay, Jones. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Throwing on 3rd, McCarthy. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Tremaine Edmonds has it. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. Ty Chandler to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying again after the pick. McCarthy. Hutchinson reels it in. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
From the gun, here's Akers. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a gain of 4. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And he'll get it up to the 44. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Bails out of the pocket quick. Yeah, and this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Bears are going to take over deep in their own territory. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And off to Chubb to start the drive. Jukes one defender. And he'll get it up to the 27. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
1st down, Williams. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Here's Chubb up the middle. He's out in the clear. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger. But that back remains hungry.
Catch made by Allen. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Tackled there by Jerome Baker.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 46. It's taken in by Rome Odunze. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Started a little slow, but we've arrived at the 2-minute warning. The Bears driving for a score and a halftime lead. First and 10 from the 41. To throw is Williams. That's to his back, Nick Chubb. Breaks through, and he might break away. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Chubb running out of the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Now Williams. And he must have overlooked the linebacker there because he was right in the way to swat it away and bring out the incompletion.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a quarterback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys are going to have a little fun with him in practice this week because he looked like the DB right there swatting the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Williams will look to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. He was looking Keenan Allen's way there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. It's 44 yards here from the left hash. Carney's kick is good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Chandler now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing now off play action. Trying for the deep ball. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by getting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 3. He'll get this to Jefferson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now the offense is going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
One after try good by Riker. And the Vikings take a 4-point lead. Ready to send this one away. Has this at the 6. And look at this return. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He'll throw it. He put everything he had into this one. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Now throw in the direction of DJ Moore. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Cade, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Looking to throw. He's loaded another one up. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. it's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Chandler now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
On 3rd and long, it's McCarthy. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And it's going to be Bears football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Brought to the ground by Cameron Bynum. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle them up before it came to fruition.
Out of the pistol, Williams. Able to get it to Moore. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Chubb on the give, headed left. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Here's Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Again, again. It's Chubb. And he works it deeper into enemy territory past the 40. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 38. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Now with Stephon Gilmore stopping that play.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, here's Swift. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all this concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Things trim back down to a single-point rock as they send this off and away. Chandler now on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. 1st and 10. This is Jones on the handoff. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. That's caught in stride by Addison. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he could transform a short completion into a big play.
And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's Vikings ball, working to carry this lead through to the end. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. He's got the hook up to Akers. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Third down, 1 yard to go. On play action now, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That blitz right there, Kate, was a win-win defensively. Got a lot more bodies around the line of scrimmage in case that offense ran it. Well, they put it in the air, and that quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball other than in his own arms. So after that make, a field goal won't cost him a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, and likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Right, ready to send this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Chubb, and he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Williams from the gun. Allen there to haul it in. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Pass caught by Adunze. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. And it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Here's 2nd and 7. Completed over the middle. And he'll get this through the midfield stripe and starts pushing into Vikings territory. Third and a lone yard coming up. Chubb going for the marker. He breaks the tackle. Cuts it to the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
1st down, and they go right back to him. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Working from the gun, Williams. This throw is caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Bears losing by 4. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
It takes every piece of the symphony working in concert right there. When you run a draw on 3rd and long, everybody's got to do their job. The problem, they didn't, and this defense responded.
They still need 10, but the offense getting set on 4th down. Now to throw. And to force it on 4th, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings make the play that should win them this game. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. The ones you get, you have to finish with points.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Jones once more. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
He's back to throw. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So they're left facing a 4th down. On is the punt team, and away goes the punt. He'll start from the 39. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they're going to take over possession. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Finds his target, Allen. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
He's got time here. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Roma Dunze, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he is to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. So they are indeed kings in the north as the Vikings win it at home. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Vikings emerge as winners as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.